Welcome back, 3D students. In this video, we're going to talk about how to, or look at different ways we can modify the crossguard of our sword here. If we look at our reference images, we see we have one that's curved two ways here. This one is curved back and has little knobs on the end. This one simply flares out and has these little pyramid-shaped things on the end. This one curves forward, and this one just kind of curves and has these knobs on the end. So let's start with something simple. Let's put those knobs on the end here. We're going to just work on one side because we can always duplicate it to the other side. So let's make this shorter. And then let's get the scale tool and scale it out. And we can make this here thinner by going to edge mode and double clicking on this edge here and scaling that down. So we have something that looks like that. And then with these two polygons on the end selected here, we can go to the bevel settings. And we can start by beveling out like that, maybe not extruding quite so much. And then we can hit the plus sign and do it again. Only this time, we're going to go in like that. And extrude out more. And go in a lot like that. And that's how you would do that. When you're done, hit the check. And then, of course, you would have to duplicate this on the other side. Now, there is a very quick and easy way to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it. Hit the F key to go to the front view. Make sure you have polygon mode selected, and then select the other side of the sword. Because remember, we have a line running straight down the middle. And you want to make sure you get all of the polygons on one half, and then just delete that half by pushing delete on your keyboard. Now, if your sword is centered, and it should be, then all you need to do is come up to your modifier list here, make sure you exit polygon mode, and you're going to add a modifier called symmetry. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Now, to continue working on your sword in sub-object mode, you need to either add another edit poly to the top of the stack, and then you can continue working, or you can right-click on your object and convert it to an editable poly. And that permanently applies the symmetry modifier and makes this an editable poly. Now, to make these curve forwards or backwards, we can enter vertex mode and grab these vertices on the end, and hold down Control and grab these. Switch to the Move tool, and you can pull that forward like that, or back like that. And then to make them curve, I'm going to make them curve forward. What we would do is get Swift Loop up here, and add a loop in the center of each one. Go to vertex mode, and turn off Swift Loop. You got to turn it off by right-clicking or clicking on the tool again. Grab these, and pull them down like that. And to make the curve even smoother, go back to Swift Loop, put one here, and here, and here, and here, sort of halfway. Go back to vertex mode, grab all of the new ones that you created. Remember to draw a selection box around them, and then pull them down like that, and that makes them a smoother curve. To make one curve one way and one curve the other way, of course, you would just simply pull these in the opposite direction, like so. Like so. And then maybe adjust the curve. Now, to make kind of a guard that loops around like this, I think I would take this and make it shorter scale it out some. And then I would rotate these polygons a little bit, like so, and pull them down. The idea here being trying to make a a curve coming out down like this. So actually, I think I'm going to come all the way down here like this and rotate that like about that. And then I'm going to switch to my move tool and use shift and extrude these out this way, and then hold down shift again and maybe bring these, in like this, and then pull them over here. Now, of course, we have to adjust this a little bit. I'm going to have to double click on, switch to edge mode, double click on this edge here, and rotate that a little bit. And then we can just move these around and rotate them. And then we can use Swift Loop to cut other edges to make that rounder. And I might take these polygons here on the end and scale them down. So I'm going to do something that looks like that. And that's not perfect, but what you would do is you would just simply continue to kind of try to refine it by rotating and sort of moving these things around to get the curve like you want. Maybe you would put another one here. And then, of course, we could take this one and pull it forward and maybe make it curve or something like that. So that's how you would modify the crossguard. When we come back, next video, I'll show you how to make the grip look like it's wrapped in something. And maybe we'll talk about, in future videos, we'll talk about what to do here, or we will also talk about maybe how to put a gem or something on the sword as well. And I'll see you then.